Well, welcome into this edition of ESPN FC Extra Time. I've got to say...
Can I ask you something?
Go on.
Why whenever you introduce any sort of segment, you're always going...
Well,
hey, welcome.
He wasn't laughing a little while ago when he hit his head on the old boom, was
I I've got a reason this time.
Show us the wind.
I managed to
hit his head on the boom.
Oh, yeah. That's nasty, isn't it?
In getting this off the printer, I managed to walk back to the desk, not see the camera, and crack my head open.
Yeah,
so I got an excuse for me.
It's not very big, is it? That great big camera over there.
little bleeding for the cause.
Ah, Tom.
Yeah. Not quite what.
Way to power through.
Bright standards.
I think you need to just go and have it checked out afterwards.
Just a couple of days off.
Yeah.
Couple of days off. We need a file report.
I'm not Shaka.
HR. Yeah.
There's no Shaka Hislop 2 days after this. We also have Paolo Bandini, by the way.
Yes.
You nearly forgotten him.
May not be remembering who's on this edition with us.
Here's the thing.
Paolo has no idea what's going on.
If you had Paolo's hair, that would have cushioned the blow.
That's true. There's a fine head of hair. Very fine.
I'm jealous. I'd love that head of hair. I wouldn't have that style, but I'd like that hair.
Oh dear.
Paolo, Mizgan poses the first question to you. Is the Alisson price a crazy thing or an inflated market is making clubs do weird things this summer? Is the gist of the question. What do you reckon, Paolo?
I think the inflated market is the answer. I mean, of course, it seems crazy. I mean, Roma paid what, about 10% of what they're going to get for him, bearing in mind this is a player who's only really started one season at Roma. He was the backup to Wojciech Szczesny his first year there. But, yeah, look, he's coming off a World Cup where he played well. He's coming off a season where he played extremely well. And the market has shifted because the Premier League is a richer place than it used to be. Every time we get a new TV deal and more money goes into the league, all that means is the prices go up. So that's just how football works nowadays. But I suppose the real value is not what he costs, it's what he gives you. And if he helps them to win trophies, then I suppose no one will be complaining at the end of it.
£67 million, Stevie.
All right.
For a goalkeeper.
That's okay.
For a goalkeeper.
What do you mean for a goalkeeper? You say that as if it's not that important. I'll tell you how important it is. Go and ask Liverpool fans from last season how important it is. I'll tell you what. This guy's going to give Liverpool another what? What do you reckon, Rob, about an extra 12 points this season to have a real top-class goalkeeper?
Anybody that wants to win the title has to have a good top-class goalkeeper. It's always been in history. We've always had top-class goalkeepers.
Yep.
A lot of money, though.
Yeah, but you look at what De Gea has done for Manchester United. I mean, that is legitimate, 10 points there too.
Yeah. Yep. Other part of this equation, Stuart, the king of clean, I like it, says, is Karius now on his way to Chelsea to make up for the loss of Courtois?
Karius to Chelsea?
Come on with that.
He did put the eyes in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure Karius... It's going to be a hard time for Karius. Where's he going to go? He's not going to be playing for Liverpool anymore. Very difficult for him. Mignolet, I think, will be the number 2. Karius will be out.
Yeah?
Sorry?
Oh, I thought you were going to just...
You're right with that head.
Help apply the bandage. Thought you were going to stop the bleeding.
I'm going to see if there's any brains going to fall out, but clearly there's not a lot.
Brian.
This is you, Brian.
How much does World Cup fatigue actually play into how players start the club season? Coming back from a World Cup, starting a European season, 2002.
I really think this
Fulham,
depends on how much time they get off in between.
Yeah.
And for the most part, most clubs understand you need some time off. They give at least 3 weeks, and I think that's plenty. You don't want to take more than that because then you start losing some fitness. You're not going to be as fit as you were when you stop. But
is it mentally tough as well, not just physically?
I think mentally it depends on the person how they recharge the battery. How do they get away from soccer?
How did you do it after 2002? How much time did you have off after the high of that World Cup?
I took probably about 5 days off of not doing any fitness, and then I did the fitness regime. But then, of course, once you're done with your workout, you get to enjoy the sun. You're on vacation with your wife or your kids, and that part is much needed to be able to recharge the batteries.
5 days? 5 days?
5 days, but then I would only spend an hour working out, and then I'd be enjoying it.
You're definitely a freak.
I can't see you just taking 5 days off. 5 months.
How many days did you take off?
I was injured.
86. You were
I was injured.
Coming back from the World
I
Cup?
had a torn stomach muscle and a hernia. So, but I would be absolutely shocked if it's not the majority who are affected. Particularly the teams and the players that went so far in the tournament. I don't see how it's possible that you are not fatigued.
Manchester City,
if you're lucky, it's fatigue,
and Tottenham will be at their most vulnerable right in that in August. If teams can get at them in that first month, they're going to be really struggling because there's going to be players that aren't going to come back. They probably won't play in the first couple of games. They take a little time to get back into the swing of things. Mentally and physically, they might not be attuned to it. So that's the time that teams have got to attack Man City.
If you're lucky, then you're just fatigued mentally and physically. But I'll tell you, there'll be a lot of players that'll end up picking up an injury just because of that.
They haven't had the rest. They haven't had the recovery.
Looking ahead to the new season, Paolo, the delightfully named Chronicles of Hardia poses this one for you. The odds Radja Nainggolan has a successful spell at Inter Milan.
I don't know what number to put on it, but I think he can have a good time there at Inter. He's obviously working with a manager who knows him and who has got the best out of him in Luciano Spalletti. The team is well built in terms of personnel. I think certainly going forwards, you look at what they have, assuming they don't sell someone like Ivan Perisic, they have a lot of options, and I think he's a player who, he's already shown that he can play in big Champions League games. So I think he has a good chance to do well at Inter. Why not?
All right, we're done. I've got
Hold on, there he is.
Bleeding for the cause. There we go. Let's get it on camera. Dangerous business, this. Dangerous business. Really is.
It's improved your looks, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You need more hair. He needs more hair as well. He needs more hair.
It's definitely going to scar that. Yeah. Definitely going to scar.
Poor Paolo's got no idea what's going on.
He's getting
don't want to, Paolo.
We're missing Paolo laughing on live TV.
He's now got a massive plus of
That was
some of his
Paolo
hair.
laughing! Yes!
There he is.
Terry Butcher from a few years ago.
I don't know what to say, Paolo. I walked into a camera. I don't know how else to say it. That's what I did.
You've got a bandage as well.
I had the paper in front of me like this. Walked into the camera.
By the way, the cut was like two little small cuts. He's got the biggest band-aid on earth.
Oh, dear.
All right. Widen the doorways. I'm coming through.
How are you going to explain that to your wife when you get back?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll remember this one. I will remember this one. Thanks for being with us, guys. I'm off.
You've got concussion. You'll not remember a thing.
ESPN FC every day on ESPN Plus.